Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Eve here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today's video I'm very excited to do because we're continuing with my decluttering series and we're going to be tackling my drugstore concealers. I have already filmed my drugstore foundations collection and declutter, and this was this portion, and today we're digging into this little section over here. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Eve. I love all things beauty, skincare, makeup, fashion, and a lifestyle. I would love you to subscribe before you leave today, and if you're interested to see my collection of drugstore concealers and a small declutter today, continue watching. Okay guys, let's dig into this section. I do have a good amount of all the concealers because if you guys watch any of my previous videos, you know that I do have some redness to my skin and I do a lot of spot concealing, and I also hide my under eye divots and dark circles. So that's why I do have different types of concealers here in different formulas, as well as different shades. Some of them are matching my skin tone and some of them are just highlighting for highlighting purposes. I want to start this video from this palette. This is by Lady London. This is a color Click. This is basically a quad that has 4 color correctors. I use it from some time to time, and especially I would use the burnt orange for under eyes, and a mint color is for toning down the redness if I have any specific breakouts. So I don't use it on a daily basis, but I think this palette is very nice. It is affordable. I believe it's within $10 range, and I think I purchased mine from Ulta, and I just keep it here in the back, and sometimes when I need it I reach for it. This is Kylie Jenner's concealer, and I don't know which shade I am, to be honest with you guys, because everything rubbed off. I've had this concealer for some time. I have to say that I really love this formula. This is the concealer shade that just kind of like matches my skin tone. I really love the soft paddle applicator. I know that something is going on with her brand. She sold it or something like that. I don't really follow her. I did try a bunch of her products over a year ago for my blog. I'm definitely not going to be repurchasing it because I feel like I have so many other formulas that I love, but this is a really nice concealer, and I know at the moment as we speak, her line, her products are on a huge sale on Ulta website. If you're interested, you could go ahead and try this concealer. It's actually a really nice formula. It is light, however, it does give you medium to buildable coverage. I use it for spot concealer because this shade matches my skin tone, but I do want to put it in my project pan because I've had this for some time, and I really need to finish this container. This next concealer is by ColourPop. It's pretty fresh hyaluronic creamy concealer. I recently picked it up in my Ulta haul. I will have this linked for you here, guys, to catch up. I did not expect to like it that much. I know this is not a new product. However, I really like it. This is a shade Fair 20N, and I use it for my under eyes. I love this formula. It blends really easily. It's nice and creamy. It actually doesn't even crease that much. I definitely need to powder it. The other product, I believe I spoke in one of my previous videos. I think they may have been my monthly favorites. This is by Makeup Revolution. It's called Fast Base Concealer. I got mine in the shade C1. This is a lightweight buildable coverage concealer. It does have that little sponge applicator. You guys, this concealer is $5. This concealer blew my mind because honestly, when I apply it under my eyes, I blend it out with my finger, and this is that concealer that I would use for no makeup days. And honestly, I don't even need to finish the rest of my makeup. I just sometimes go like bare face and just use this concealer under my eyes. It blends into skin. It doesn't even look like I have concealer under my eyes or any type of makeup. However, it does cover imperfections under my eyes. It does brighten it up a little bit, but this is so good. It literally looks like my second skin. I love this. I want to use it. I reach out for it a lot. So it's definitely staying here in my collection. I'm going to start putting things here for now because I'm going to be taking products out of here. This next product is Full Coverage Liquid Concealer by Ulta Beauty. I actually have another one. Let me just find it right here. I have two of the same concealers. One is in a light neutral color and one is in a light cool. The light cool color I use under my eyes, and the light neutral I would use for spot concealer on my face. I purposefully bought them in two different colors because I really like this formula, and I'm gonna show you the applicator. It is like a paddle applicator. It's like in a pointed shape, if you guys can see. It's pointed. It's really easy to apply, especially the one that's a brightening. I really like the coverage. It kind of has this like natural finish. It's kind of very nice and creamy. I truly enjoy this. I think this is a really great find from the Ulta brand, and I'm really actually thinking to do a separate video on my favorite products of Ulta Beauty brand, because they truly have some really good gems that nobody talks about. Let me know if you guys have any Ulta brand favorites in the comments below. I would really love to know. I do have a good amount of Ulta Beauty products. I am definitely thinking to do a full video of the brand very soon. Let me know if you would be actually interested to see that, because I'm saying I will be doing it because it's just something that I personally love, but let me know if you would like to watch that video as well. I'm definitely keeping these two because I just bought them. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito Concealer. This is in the shade Fair as well. This is a brand new concealer. This is just got launched maybe, I don't know, within the last few months. Paddle applicator, you've seen this before. This is a very interesting like full coverage formula, but it is very nice and creamy. I feel like this is a really nice brightening formula. It wears really well. I also have to powder it. I will tell you guys, I need to powder pretty much every single concealer. I think there's one concealer here that I don't need to powder, and I will tell you what that concealer is once we get to it, but I pretty much have to powder everything. So I'm probably gonna stop talking about it and mentioning it so it doesn't sound like I'm saying the same thing about everything. But yeah, I have really liked this formula. I'm definitely still testing it. I've tried it already and worn it for a good amount of times, but I'm still kind of like testing it, right? Because it's pretty new to my collection. I'm definitely keeping it. This next concealer is by Milani, Conceal and Perfect. It's a long wear concealer. Mine in the shade Pure Ivory 100. I use this concealer in my full face of Milani videos. I can have this linked for you here if you'd like to catch up on it. This is a really thick formula, you guys. A little bit goes a long way for sure, but I have to tell you guys, this creases on me and it kind of makes my under eyes look really dry. I'm not a huge fan of this formula, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and declutter this. So I have two concealers here. They're by Covergirl. They're True Blend Undercover concealers, and I have them in two different shades. So the darker shade right here is a Warm Honey, and the lighter shade is L100 Fair Porcelain. I love this formula. So first I purchased it in a lighter color. This is amazing full coverage formula, large doe foot applicator. To my opinion, this is a dupe for a Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I love how it wears. It doesn't crease as much. I mean, everything creases on my under eyes because I do have fine lines under there, so pretty much everything creases, but some products would crease a little bit less than others because they're like better quality. So I think this is a really nice full coverage concealer that actually benefits my under eye rather than just make it look crinkly. And then I went ahead and purchased the darker shade for contouring specifically, or like for like bronzing. I really love the idea of using this concealer as a bronzer because first of all, remember it is a concealer and it adds that extra coverage. So this is just like a little tip for you guys. If that's something that you do with your complexion products, you trying to get a little bit more coverage. So you can always use a full coverage or medium coverage concealer in a darker shade and use it in that way. So you kind of like kill two birds with one stone. This is basically why I have two shades here. So they're definitely staying here. This is the next concealer. Honestly, I don't see any names on the packaging. I know this is the shade number 19. This is a concealer by Juvia's Place. I mean, this is the only one that the brand has to my knowledge. I love this formula. This is a heavy duty concealer. This is a full coverage concealer. Let me go ahead and swatch this for you. This is a shade that matches my skin perfectly, and I just use it for spot concealing. Oh my God, this makes my skin look flawless. When I go out, you guys, and when I know I need to make my skin look absolutely spotless, and so my canvas, my skin need to look flawless, this is a concealer that I reach out to a lot. I like it so much I would repurchase this. This is just a fantastic formula. I've never tried it for under eyes, I will be honest with you. So I've heard that people who tried it for under eyes that said that it did not work so well for them. It creased, it was too heavy looking and such. I use it only for spot concealing. I would conceal it my cheek areas, my forehead, my chin, that kind of stuff. And I love this. It blends so easily. It's very creamy and it gives you that solid coverage that doesn't look too makeup-y. It just kind of blends in into your skin and just looks beautiful. Definitely not going anywhere. And this next product is Age Perfect Radiant Concealer by L'Oreal. So this is in the shade 200 Ivory. I love this concealer, you guys. This is also a paddle applicator, really nice, flexible. I love this color. This is a perfect color for spot concealing, also not for my under eye. This is also due for one of my high-end products. You guys stay tuned for my dupe videos that's going to be coming very soon. I'm working on it. I love this formula because it literally looks like it's a skincare with concealer formula. It just so naturally looking. It just blends into your skin. It's like, it looks so nice. It doesn't look makeup-y. It just melts into your skin. It looks like your second skin, but yet it gives you that nice, beautiful medium coverage. I really want to try this in a lighter color. If this is a 200, I assume they have 100. I'm going to probably try to buy it in a lighter color. Let me know if you guys like this, if you try this concealer, what are your thoughts? This is a new repurchased item. You guys, let me just go ahead and find my other two. Okay, so I have 3 from Makeup Revolution, and they're all the same. So they're Conceal and Hydrate. And I have all 3 different shades. So this one is very old, and I think this is actually, I need to declutter because this is like literally dried out. So this one is in the shade C6, and I repurchased this new one in the shade C3. This is literally sealed. I haven't even opened it yet. I love this formula, you guys. I love this for my under eyes. I love this for spot concealing. I just feel like this is just a really nice full coverage formula. You definitely need to use a little bit. A little goes a long way with this one. Let me go ahead and just show you a tiny bit how much coverage you get with this. You can see how this is nice and brightening. It also has a slight pink undertone. I hope you can see this, but let me just try to blend this out for you a little bit. You guys can see that this sets itself. This is one of those concealers that sets itself. That's why I like it so much. It doesn't require extra powder, it just gives you that full coverage and you can just leave it alone. This is perfect for summer and it doesn't melt off your skin, and that's why I have it in so many different shades. So guys, there's few products that are left here. So this is a concealer by Believe Beauty. I have mine in the shade Fair. This is a really lovely concealer. Again, I have this in the shade that matches my skin tone for spot concealing. I really like the formula. It is very affordable product. Again, this is a Believe Beauty brand that is sold in Dollar General. I would totally repurchase it again. It was a really nice medium buildable coverage and it looks like skin. It's hydrating formula and it would blend really easily and it would melt into skin with a very nice natural like skin-like effect. I unfortunately have this wand broken, so I have to dispose of this concealer because I can't get it out of the tube. This is a very famous instant age rewind correcting a multi-usage concealer by Maybelline. I'm keeping it for now. This is good for under eyes. Camouflage matte concealer by Essence. You will see it in my future video with the full face of Essence makeup. And this is the concealer by Makeup Revolution. Again, this is eye brightening product and it has vitamin C in it. Has this little cushion applicator. I really like it for my under eyes. This is a really comfortable formula and you guys can see how much I've used. This is actually new to my collection. I'm definitely loving the formula. I'm really impressed by this. It's really nice hydrating and it blends into your skin really easily. So I am loving it and I'm keeping it. And this is it, you guys. So thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for more decluttering videos coming up soon. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.